Hi everybody, back for day 2 for Tame Your Inner Critic. If you weren't able to catch this yesterday for day 1, I'll just do a quick little recap. I'm talking the rest of this week about how to tame that inner voice in your head that tells you suck, basically. And yesterday we went over 3 different things to know about your inner critic. Basically, it's trying to protect you, believe it or not. It was probably formed in childhood, and you need to be aware of it before you can do anything about it. So we're going to kind of continue today with introducing yourself to your inner critic. Now, when you introduce yourself to somebody, you need to know their name. So we're going to go over 5 things today about your inner critic, and the first one of those 5 things is introducing yourself by naming your inner critic. So I'm going to give my inner critic a name that I came up with for me. Come up with anything you want for you, but I'm going to call mine Nasty Nancy. So that's going to be her name. And why you want to do that, because you sound a little crazy doing that, right, is you do want to try to separate yourself from the inner critic voice. So you don't want to think that that is you. You want to kind of give what that inner critic is saying to you. You want to give it a separate personality almost, right? So you can address it separately. So mine is going to be Nasty Nancy. You first need to figure out what is, in my case, Nasty Nancy saying to me, right? So in my case, Nasty Nancy might be saying, you know, what are you doing? You don't know what you're doing. You're going to fail at this. You don't have any willpower. Whatever. We all know our inner critic, what they tend to say to us. So I'm going to name her, know what she's telling me, and then the third thing is you need to come up with something to say to that voice when it starts popping off in your head. You have to have a phrase ready to say to it. The easiest one that's super simple is shut up, right? So when Nasty Nancy starts popping off, I just tell her, shut up, okay? I've had enough. I don't want to hear it. Fourth thing, so that's the third thing. Fourth thing then is to come back with a little bit more compassion to Nasty Nancy and try to address what she says to me as if I was talking to a friend. So, for example, if Nasty Nancy is my friend and she is saying, I have no motivation, I have no willpower, I can't stick to an exercise plan, I always give up, I always fail, I'll never do this, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, whatever. As Nasty Nancy's friend, what would I say to her? I would say, yeah, you're right, you suck. I hope not. I wouldn't say that. I hope your best friend would not say that to you. But we want to start talking to that inner critic voice as if it were a best friend with some compassion, right? Of course you're not a loser. You don't suck. You're trying your best, right? You're doing the best with what you know right now. You can always learn more skills and get more knowledge and try better tomorrow. You would build your friend up. You wouldn't let them tell themselves that they suck, right? So you need to tell, in my case, Nasty Nancy, you don't suck. You're doing the best you can. You can always get better. All right, and then the 5th thing you want to do is I want to try to figure out, why is Nasty Nancy saying these things to me? Remember back from yesterday, a lot of it is protection. This voice in our head is trying to protect us from something. It's probably trying to protect us from doing something that it's afraid we might fail at and feel rejection or hurt or loneliness or sadness or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's trying to keep you from doing something that it's afraid is going to make you feel bad about yourself, okay? So that was all the 5 things for today. Name it, figure out what it's saying to you, tell it to shut up, treat it with compassion, talk to it nicely, and then figure out why is that inner critic saying those particular things? What is it trying to protect you from? What is it scared of? right? It's scared of something. That's why it's telling you, don't do this, don't. Remember, it's the mom with the bubble wrap around the kid. It's scared of something. What is it trying to protect you from? Now, tomorrow I'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more about that, is how to talk to that inner critic. In my case, I will talk to Nasty Nancy and have some things ready to say to her when she starts popping off in my head again. So, hope that was helpful, and see you all back here tomorrow. Bye.